on this one. So all this work that's been done as far as the corruption allegations are concerned, the OSP, the Attorney General, are you seeing, I mean, some lights at the end of the tunnel? And increasingly, the MPP executives are becoming more insecure. They're feeling like, oh, it is witch hunting. And you listen to them on platforms and things they want to do in terms of fighting the government. They don't think that this is just a clean way of fighting corruption. It is purely a case of witch hunting.
It's interesting, the reactions that have come from the quarters of the, MPP regarding some of these corruption allegations. I think it was last week, I was at a sister station, for another enterprise such as this with my friend Ellen, Ama Dekon, and the NSS one came up, and she was very straightforward, very forthright. She said, well, investigations are ongoing, let the investigations proceed. If anyone is found culpable, let the person face the law, let the person go and defend themselves. Simple, and she was done. Now, I've been on other platforms with other communicators when other names have been mentioned, and immediately it's about witch hunts, and you are persecuting us. And so I find it very interesting that I say this to mean that Amma is not alone, Other communicators I've heard speak to the NSS issue have said, prosecute, right? So for me, it's interesting because then you find that there isn't a level playing field within the MPP concerning the allegations. It's person-specific or institution-specific, right? So if it's this person, if it's Wontumi, then we are all going to support Wontumi. We are going to call it witch hunting. We are going to scream ourselves hoarse and say that some evil is being done to our person, If it's somebody else, we are going to go to the local boss. We are going to lie on the floor. You have members of parliament. Lie on the floor. Block the roads. Cause a scene for this person. However, when it's somebody else, let the laws work. Prosecute if she's found, culpable. Just to observe, as a bystander, and an objective and responsible bystander, to observe how very interesting, the MPP's reactions to the various allegations are, and to ask for some consistency and to ask for the principle, that we are going with. What is the MPP's position? Is the MPP saying that they are committed to nation building, in that if anybody is found culpable, let the laws work? Or is the MPP's position that people are being witch hunted? I would wish for some clarity. It helps. It helps to situate the conversation. Then when I start saying A or B, then you know where I'm going with it. Because this confused posturing and confused stance based on who is being accused or based on the institution involved, it muddies the waters. It throws, some kind of confusion in the whole thing. Let's start from that premise. Let's move on. And I will not, have this conversation based on party, based on individuals. I won't do that. Because in this politics, we know ourselves. And I'm being as practical can be. And I've said this with the first issue that came up. When we think about corruption, when we think about malfeasance, we are expecting some devil somewhere to come and do it. We never expect the people that we know, the people that we love, the people that we are colleagues to be the ones doing it. So I won't come to this issue based on any, knowledge of anybody or person, not at all. Because it is the people we know and love. They are the ones who commit the crimes. They are the ones who continuously draw our nation back. And so I will leave it based on the principles. What is happening here with SML? A private entity, Fourth Estate is the one that started the whole thing, over time, through its investigations of how money is literally dripping through the cracks of our GRA system, started this and realized that, wait a minute, something smells, and I'm saying smells because of even the name, the abbreviation of the company, SML, how it started. Something smells fishy here, you know. So let's pause and have a look, right? And when we pause and have a look and had a look, indeed, there are questions to be answered. The OSP is following on from Fourth Estate's investigation. The OSP says, look, something is not going right. The president, in his wisdom, looks at all the facts available. There's money literally, we are talking about what? When I mention the figures, and I say this all the time, that sometimes it's anyway, that's not necessarily in this argument. The point is that the president says, enough is enough. Let's halt all of these engagements. It's very important. Right?
So Evans Dinko Gary sent me something. He says that this is a river in Achim. He sent me the video of the river where the color of water returning to normal. Ebisime Kropong. 9 months work to schedule should be commended together with the GM.
Good to know.
Led government. Now, what happened in the SUCFI is a victory for the fight against galamsey. We should not take mentioning of the two MPs' name for discussing or leaving the success arrest of the galamsey. As MPP always want to find equalizer, but he says that. Kwabena will be put on as well. He says that updates on their half of Shidiam 9 months attack. Speaker of Parliament has this morning given the Ghana police green light to start investigation and prosecution against the NDC MP allegedly involved in their half of Shidiam 9 months attack. He found culpable. And he says that my checks this morning shows that Colin Zelda is not in town and therefore could not be reached.
Accountability.
I'm sure
accountability. Swift, prompt action. Accountability. When you are culpable, the president has said it over and over and over again. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, he said this over and over again. He says, if you are found guilty in my administration, I will not shield you. I will not shield you. He said this over and over again. In fact, he's cautioned all appointees. Don't even be involved in legal mining. Not illegal. Even regular legal mining. If you're an appointee of mine.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay. Do not touch it. That's why I spoke with the vim that I did. Because I know. Yes. Yeah, I know that his commitment to galamsey is from his heart. He means what he's saying. Okay. This thing happened at dawn. This morning, Speaker of Parliament says, green lights, go and deal with them. I mean, no words.
Very reassuring.
Absolutely reassuring. This is how you deal with a canker like galamsey. This is how you do it.
Let's see how far it goes.
This is how you do it. This is how you show commitment. This is political leadership.
I pray it goes well.
It will go well, Hajia. Absolutely will go well. Let's come back to SML.
Yeah.
So, President says, halt that transaction. Halt it. And by that singular act, we have saved billions of cedis. That's how much we've saved the taxpayer. When you look through all of the allegations of corruption, I'm using allegations because, you know, all of these things are going through due process. The one with the OSP, the one with the Attorney General, the one in, you know, being fought on social media. When you go through all of them, one thing runs through: misappropriation. That's weird. For others, there's stealing. For others, there's, you know, but that's one word. We never miss it. Misappropriation of funds. So for me, then my conversation comes to this issue of structure. What are the structures within our agencies and our establishments that prevent these things? Where is it? Because you see, that old age adage that prevention is better than cure is old wisdom. You can't bolt after they have, then what's the point? Then it becomes fodder for conversation. It becomes conversations where we come to Metro TV and Hajia says, bingo, I have them. Let me use it to the best of my, do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or it becomes fodder for somebody else to say, that's the MPP. And we can have that. But there's real
so
conversation.
Why would you say, Ajay, I will not use yourself? Say yourself. And say for me to come and say, bingo, let's use it at then. If you use me, use yourself.
Ajay, I won't mind you.
Yeah.
There's real conversation to be had about structures that should prevent these things from happening. And how we can strengthen institutions such that these things do not happen.
Okay.
Because it is too rife. I'm getting a bit tired, by the endless conversation. And you see, here's what I would say. Clearly, and this is not me being political, this is me being very factual. Clearly, we have a situation where under the past administration, a lot was not done to safeguard.
The SML?
Every other institution. Okay. We can talk about NSS, we can talk about what's happening.
I just want to know which.
A lot was not done to safeguard. Yeah. Now, we can sit here and conjecture and say that perhaps it was a grand scheme orchestrated to steal money from Ghanaians. Or we could say that it was clear mismanagement, which is what I would go with. Mismanagement. Somebody could even extend the argument and say that it was incompetence to appoint people and not have safeguards within the establishment to make sure that the people that you have appointed do not steal us. Hey, literal translation. Literal translation. Right? Do not literally kill us with theft. Right? Because at the end of the day, governance is a responsibility. It's a responsibility that you owe the state, you owe Ghanaians, you owe the people who voted for you, you owe the next generation, you owe us something. When you lift up your hand and say, I can do the job, give me the job, you take on a responsibility. To whom much is given, much is expected. So, be it willful stealing, be it mismanagement, be it incompetence, you have wronged the people of Ghana. That is what it is. We take lessons. I like what Haja said earlier when she said, we live and learn. Yeah. We take lessons. I hope the NPP has learned its lessons. Well. The NDC is doing what is expected and what is right. Due process, right? Let's not rush. Let's not run. Let's not go and do things that we can't substantiate. Let's not, for the sake of politics, just rush and do anything. If you read this document that I've been reading on the SML, it's so detailed, it's unbelievable. In fact, the OSP takes a struggle to explain what the Act says in terms of its mandate and how it is choosing to move ahead. Somebody would say the OSP is constantly in the media, constantly talking. The Act mandates that it keeps us informed of everything that it's doing. The Act, the OSP's Act, mandates that. The Act even mandates the OSP to make sure that it uses these occurrences to make sure that it doesn't happen in future. So I love the fact that this government is painstakingly doing right by Ghanaians, painstakingly doing the right thing. I am confident that ultimately every money that has gone through those cracks will be retrieved in the spirit of due process. Already we are saving money. This SML one, we've just saved. The president has just saved us money.
How much did you save?
By halting the process. Don't worry. I don't want to conjecture. I want to give you the exact figure. So because you've asked, I will find the OSP's document.
To learn that, honestly.
Of course.
Approximate.
I will find the
she
OSP's
may get us the actual
document.
Because I have done some work around it and I have some figures.
Please
I really
hold
want to
on.
learn more.
Hajia, calm down.
You have some figures of what?
No, for research is research. We inform each other when we talk.
No,
and when I get
I just asked
her figures, it will help me.
You've done the figures too.
Yeah, when I'm speaking, you get what I'm saying.
1.25 billion. 1.25 billion. Should I repeat?
No.
Should I go over the figure for you?
I'm happy you are informing us.
As of October.
October, good.
Yes,
so you
when
see,
this
I
was
even have
instituted.
when KPMG had done its report. So you
Hajia,
see, we can't have same figures.
For the benefits, just in case you didn't hear me, it's 1.25 billion that has been saved by halting this one.
Yes.
Right?
Before the cancellation.
Again,
before Mahama's cancellation.
This cancellation.
Yeah.
No, this cancellation.
Yeah.
This cancellation.
Yeah.
The termination directive issued late October 2025. October 2025. The termination has saved us 1.25 billion.
Nice.
Okay.